Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Heroes in a half shell. Turtle power.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is a great title for a pinball. It's got a lot of humor and it's got a lot of action.
Everyone has some history with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I love Ninja Turtles. They're so cool, they're radical.
Yeah.
When the cartoon came out, I was shocked at just how much fun it was.
I started to watch the cartoon and I got to a point where I was like looking forward to going home after work so I could binge watch the next 3 episodes.
Cowabunga! That's a fact, Jack! Raphael is cool but rude. Give me a break. Michelangelo is a party dude. You have much to learn about pinball.
I grew up in this industry as a mechanical engineer, so I started out working with designers and making their stuff work. And then I became a designer, so I still get into a lot of the mechanics of the game. Looking at it when it's done is one thing, but actually sitting down and looking at your screen and laying out the line work and making this thing function and work, if somebody actually had to go through that process, it's harder than most people think. I wanted to do a 3-flipper game. I wanted to have some nice side shots to shoot at and combos. I just try to make it so that the novice player gets to see something cool and go, wow, that was neat, I want to make that happen again. But I want to make the game that's, that's really challenging for the hardcore players that are a lot better than I am at it.
So this is the 5th game I did the lead engineer on, and I've done other projects. So now it's just kind of fun. I just get to play with the toys instead of like having to struggle through the designs to make them work. We have a glider mech. This is on the LE and Premium. It's servo driven, so you can divert the ball left, right, or block the ball's path in either way. The way Krang works is he jumps up and down. We put him in his mech suit with his legs, and so he kind of like talks. Goes, doo, 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 doo.
I am Krang, the all-powerful.
And then he'll die eventually, like. And the other main toy is the turtle van. 3 balls are stored in here. There's a back entrance hole to it. And then when turtle multi-ball happens, the 4th ball goes in, and then the door opens, and then all 4 balls spill out, starting turtle power multi-ball.
The turtle van is really cool. It's a big surprise the first time you see it. You shoot the ball up the ramp and all of a sudden the ball stops. It's like, where'd the ball go? Where'd the ball go? And then the van door opens up and they all come out. The pizza was also a lot of fun. The flipper on the left automatically goes up and diverts the balls off the flipper onto the disc. We can reverse it, so when the balls come to it, they spin, and say it spins clockwise. Then I stop it on a dime and rotate it the opposite direction. I just kind of stumbled across it one day. I was watching the balls go to the disc and fly off too soon. I just slowed it down with my finger. And then I watched the ball stop and I watched them circulate back the other way. And I'm like, that's really cool. We got to try to slow this thing down.
This just in. There's a cat stuck in a tree. Please help.
I started in 1989. From college, I went to work for Williams. I made pinball machines for 10 years at Williams. And I came to Stern. I love pinball. I've always loved pinball. I love making games that have choices. You push start, and right off the bat, you have a choice of 4 turtles.
Choose your turtle. Donatello, Leonardo, Michelangelo, Raphael, chosen.
Each turtle has 4 different perks, 1 for each level of training, and there's these kind of RPG elements to it. You are a character and you're training and you're getting better and more powerful or more able to score more points and stuff.
You have done well.
Like any other pinball machine, you have the different modes, and the different modes have different kinds of gameplay that go along with what you're doing in the game. Each mode is basically an episode.
Welcome, turtles! Please allow my robots to take your coats.
All of the episodes, they're actual stories. The mode starts off with some dialogue and you see what's happening in the story, and then the ball kicks out and you're playing and there's a different, like pinball goal. And then when you win or when you fail, you see the ending of that story, that episode.
Enjoy your small victory.
Cooperative play is not new, but it's very, very exciting. Turtles just lends itself really, really well to co-op because turtles already are a team of people. So if each player is a different turtle, then we're working cooperatively to get through the game. They have a chance of getting farther than any one of them would individually. They have 12 balls to get to the end of the game versus 3.
It's a dream project for sure. Yeah. I was really excited to be such a big part of it, not only on the art side, but getting to actually develop the story, and then of course doing the voices was a lot of fun too.
Crane, what are you doing here?
We're here to do an interview.
An interview? For what?
It's for a thing for the pinball machine.
What is a pinball?
We told you about this.
Everybody that worked on it was really into it. All the video guys really had a great time working on it. The animations are great to watch. So if you're watching somebody play the game, it's fun to just watch the display on this game.
The artist is Zombie Yeti.
Zombie Yeti.
Zombie Yeti?
He's a great artist.
Yeah.
He's done Ghostbusters and Iron Maiden and Deadpool and Primus and now Turtles.
How did I get the name Zombie Yeti? I actually swore the fact that I chose something so arbitrary should speak for itself.
Where does his name come from? To me, it's perfectly obvious when you look at him. I mean, the guy's like 8 feet tall and hairy as can be, and you know, he's a Zombie Yeti, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know where the zombie part comes from. Maybe he feels dead inside. That's deep.
Gosh, I don't know. It's cool.
Yeah, he's got a really nice style, and it lends itself well to the turtle property too.
Yeah, it's great for pinball.
A lot of very clean lines, a lot of bright colors. These are all things that, you know,
grab your attention.
The first thing that I always do when I get a playfield is I'll go ahead and actually lay out the shot paths. I mean, it's kind of like user interface mixed with illustration. Basically, the gutter was me trying to pay tribute to the beginning of the television show, to have the actual baby turtles in here. I wanted to have, obviously, the grouping of all the bad guys, the modes. From there, basically, I just tried to bring the city up. We knew that the pizza was going to be central, but then I decided, okay, I'm going to have the turtles actually interacting with that. Start episode, I wanted to harken back to the fact that, you know, when this show was around, technology was different, and we had these VCRs.
We were literally out on the line making the first set of pros for our, what we call our production validation, and then the quarantine hit and they shut everything down. It was kind of a torturous process because I was just ready to make this thing work and go and go.
When COVID hit and we all went home and we all took games home and everybody just played and worked at home and you know, sent bug reports and, you know, wish lists and things like that to Dwight.
Like most of the work happens in the last 3 months of a game because that's where all of the choreography starts pouring in. It all happened like with Zoom meetings and Slack chat channel things and emails and stuff.
Good morning, everybody. I took a shower and put on a shirt for this. Come on.
I have several programmers and several artists. I tell them what we need and they go about making awesome art.
He would email out, here's the latest code revision, go download it. We'd all have to update and make sure every game is up to date so that everything can be ready when we could start up again.
It's always fun to build the first one, you know, and see what you've got. And, you know, you look at it, you look at it on paper, you think it's perfect, this is going to be great. And then you build it and you're like, oh, you know what, if I maybe make that target bank a little smaller and pull it down and open up that a little bit, and you start to tinker and play.
He's kind of a hands-on guy. He'll be out on the line and he'll get in there and tweak it, and yeah, I'll play through a game just to make sure everything works beautifully. I really kind of admire that dedication in me.
The whole game is just the artwork and the sounds and the speech and the software and the light shows and the layout. It's just it all just came together really, really nicely. Everybody did it 110% on this one, and it shows.
So Turtles is deceptively complex.
for me, I mean, the game checks every box.
No, it's going to seem complex right off the bat.
And it's the turtles. I don't know if I mentioned that. It's the turtles.
You might have.
You have everything that you've ever wanted in the Turtles. You've got the turtle van, you've got the glider, you got Krang, and you've got all of the humor.
Turtles is immersive.
It's fun, it's silly, it's everything the show was, and it's, you know, here in pinball form, and we can play it.
That cowabunga, dude.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Heroes in a half shell.
Turtle power.
The turtles are out there, and if we don't do this interview, they'll win.
Those accursed turtles.